FC24、PS5 版、プロクラブ、パブリック放送、誰でも参加 OK、配信スケジュールは、こちらから https://www.twitch.tv/BAISUKI_FCこんばんは、参加よろしいでしょうか。はい。
It doesn't get much better than being able to call yourself the record scorer for a football club. But last time out, we saw him make history and revel in the moment. Now the prospect of more goals from this highly gifted footballer who rarely fails. Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And it's going to be fascinating to see how these two sides fare as they come up against each other. Stuart, what are you expecting?
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us...
Surely! Oh, such an elegant finish! How about that on the volley? A brilliant strike, whatever way you look at it. It's with Araujo. Park. Araujo. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Oh, great vision. Well, that was never likely to trouble the keeper. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, Derek, we know he can score goals in many different ways, but I think he's at his most dangerous when he's running with the ball and hitting his shots with power. It's almost unstoppable for the goalkeeper. That's what makes him a great finisher.
Jan. Park. Suzuki. This looks more than decent. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. What can he do with it now? Will he play it in? Just cleared away in the nick of time. Good looking move. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Jan. Schmidt. Well, it's an attractive passing move, but it's all about finding an equaliser here. Oh, an incredible clearance. I must say, I didn't see that coming.
C.
Over it comes. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. And very deftly cut out. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? Decides to shoot. Chance maybe. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. No yellow card, instead a firm warning from the official. Suzuki.
Hi.
Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Able to get a body in the way. And the keeper in complete command of the situation. Schmidt. Jan. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Ishikawa.
ありがとうです。よろしくお願いします。
Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. Spot on with that tackle.
抜けますか？
Jan. Distributing it well.
いや。
Well, the hosts have completely bossed the game in the last 15 minutes, and with it have created some great...
Oh, a goal! It's gone in! The goalkeeper doesn't want to see a playback of that ever again.
Nice.
Well, back and forth in terms of possession. And Blanco. Oh, surely! What a save!
C.
Can someone get on the end of this? Well, still an issue here. Well, had no intention of losing out. But just like that, possession changes hands. Oh, yes, what a pass. Shaping to shoot. What a commitment to defending. A chance now with the corner.
Well, they've been frustrated for quite a while now, but these...
It should be. Oh, really good reflexes and danger averted. Growing pressure here and another corner. Managed to get it out of there. Jan.
ポジ入って待っときます。
That's very intelligent play to win back possession. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Into the advanced position. Well, the supporters think it's on. Ishikawa. Wonderful chance. Huge block. Well, that's going to be all for the first half here.
ナイス。準備できました？こんばんは、参加よろしいでしょうか。はい。
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half.
ありがとうございます。準備できたら連絡ください。
Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. And well positioned to clear. Now they have possession in a good area of the pitch. And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Nice.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Might lead to a chance. It might be. In search of the equaliser.
Well, can they draw level here? The crowd certainly think so.
Now sending it in. And saved by the keeper. Well, another corner. Can they take advantage of this one? Oh, how about that for the last line of defence? Sakamoto. Oh, so close to extending their lead.
Well, that really would have put them in a commanding position, but it's still all to play for
ポ
here.
ジションに入りました。
And a throw-in forthcoming.
OK です。
Park. She's showing everyone her abilities in possession. Bulut. Schmidt. And a throw coming up after that authoritative challenge. Jan. And unable to keep the ball. This is Müller. Ibrahimovic. Well, still searching for the equaliser, but not passing it anxiously. Park. Nice looking pass. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. Park. Clean challenge. Chi. And he takes it on and keeping it out. And he keeps going. And able to get a body in the way.
C.
And a creative look about this. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. And she's being egged on by the crowd. Splendid defending. Can someone get on the end of this? And a struggle to get it away properly. And pure instinct from the keeper.
Well, a top-class reaction from a top-class goalkeeper. Brilliant stuff.
And he clears it out of harm's way. Has a go. But it wasn't a taxing save. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Sakamoto. Suzuki.
Well, you can really sense the frustration building around the stadium. They've been so poor today, way below their usual standard.
What can she do with it now?
こんばんは。参加いいですか?
Down by a goal. This could be the final opportunity to snatch something. A really top-notch piece of defending. Well, just getting it out of there was the priority, really, and it will be a throw. Chi. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them.
Well, this game is far from over. They'll probably get one more big chance before the end. The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to that noise.
Promising attack, this. And let's give credit to the defending. Bulut. Well, when you can keep the ball like this, it's got to be really annoying for the opposition. And Blanco. Park. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. They're showing a willingness to attack, as they must, given the circumstances. Time running out. And the keeper more than equal to it. Time is not on the side. This corner could help the prospects as they look for an equaliser. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. Corner kick played in. And clearing it away. And the cross into the middle. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. And that's very intelligent play to win back possession. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Yes, Derek, there wasn't much in it, to be honest. Really competitive game. Chances at both ends, but they probably just about edged it overall and deserved the result in the end.
常連も多いので連絡してきますが、今週いっぱいで、今シーズンの放送は終了します。OK さ。OK す。こんばんは、参加よろしいでしょうか。はい。配信今週で終わってしまうのはどうしてですか？楽しみに見てたんですが、泣き顔。諸事情のためです W。お待たせいたしました。じゃあ来たる作楽しみに待ってますね。訴えるような顔。 今シーズンは自分の FIFA 人生で一番楽しかったです。とりあえず事前に言っといた方が良いと思って。いずれにせよ、配信はどこかのタイミングで終わるわけだし。
Mission accomplished when last we saw this gifted player. When you enter the history books, it's a moment to drink in. And as officially speaking, the club's all-time leading scorer now, every reason to expect more attacking excellence today. Stay tuned to find out live here on EA TV. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and ready to provide expert analysis alongside me is Stuart Robson. And the stage is set for clubs match action. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Real chance. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Let's see about the delivery. Just the clearance that was needed. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Janssen. Can he make it count? Put it away. And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Schmidt. He's got to score! And still an opportunity. Well, able to survive that attacking push.
C.
Behrens. Oh, they've lost it. Arnold. Schmidt. Jan. Oh, they've given him too much space. Fine cross into the middle. Danger averted. Advantage played. A glorious chance. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Arnold. It needs an accurate cross. Really good build-up, but no end product. This could be the equaliser. Pulls it back. Superbly read and executed. And quick thinking defensively. GC. Good distribution. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. And a bit short with the clearance. The Dragons recovering possession well. Bertrand. Good move in the making from the Dragons. And the cross not quite imaginative enough. Well, the referee allowing the play to flow. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Nice looking pass. So a corner kick it'll be following the deflection. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, not the best clearance. Brilliantly blocked. Oh, he's given us away. Can he find the right pass? Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Well, inching towards half-time, and probably fair to say the fans were hoping for a little bit better than this. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, I've been a little disappointed with their attacking play. It's all been a bit too slow. If they can pass it into their front areas with more quality, switch play quicker, and be more positive in 1v1 situations, I think they'll get back into this.
Determined defending. Getting forward. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Martin, given away by Dragons. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Pew. That is that for the first half here.
Nice.「放送終了するのは、なんかトラブルがあったとかではないです。てか、そもそもトラブル続きだし W。
Well, advantage to the Dragons after the first 45, but plenty of time for a few twists and turns along the way before this is over. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Well, capable of a better clearance than that. Released it nicely. Is this the moment? In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
That's a useful cross. Oh, but claimed by the goalkeeper. Arnold. He's waiting in the middle. This could have possibilities. Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Nice.
So the ball is rolling again at 1-1. That's a high-quality pass. That was going in. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Bertrand. Cross-fired over. It might still be problematic. Can they forge ahead from this corner kick? Let's see. Delivering it. Just over the crossbar with that effort. Schmidt. Bulut. Nice looking pass. And a fine cross. Well cleared away. Now perhaps they can counter from here. And nicely over the top. They need to get bodies back. Bertrand. That's a nice looking ball. And the keeper's technical skills there for all to see.
Well, from that close in, that's a really good save. Such good reflexes.
Sound piece of defending. Really getting stuck in. It's a neat move. A deft clearance. And he's fired over the corner. Took a rip and touched onto the frame of the goal. And space to attack. And options in the centre. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball.
C.
That's a good-looking ball. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. And delivered towards the back post. Still not clear. Opportunity. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. And foul it is then. Well, not deemed to be a bookable offence, but still it probably entered the referee's mind.
Well, as you can see, they've done everything in terms of creativity. They just need to finish one of these chances off to take the lead.
Can he put them in front? And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending.
C.
That's the message for Alex O'Neill. Alex O'Neill, can you please return to your vehicle? Your lights are on.
Pugh.
Well, time's running out, but these fans are driving their team on here.
Moving the ball forward. How creative can they be? Well, possibilities in the centre. And the danger's still on. And a tidy challenge. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Well, a swift challenge and a throw-in coming up. Bulut.
C.
They've lost it. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Well, good run and good ball control. Well, there was impending danger, but good defending. Played into the box. No-nonsense clearance. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Now, who can he play it to? Well, they're certainly thinking about a winner. Pretty simple for the keeper.
C.
Nicely timed tackle. Cross blocked. And a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What a fantastic finish we could have here.
Determined defending. And a throw-in forthcoming. Well, that wasn't part of the plan, was it? Giving the ball away like that. Able to get his body in the way. Well, here they are on the attack. Can they go on and win the game? Timely intervention. Now, perhaps they can counter from here. Must take the lead here. Oh, that's a splendid save.
Well, so late in the game. That's a magnificent stop.
C.
And over it comes. Struggling to get it away. Determined defending. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated. And goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side really deserved to lose this one.
It doesn't get much better than being able to call yourself the record scorer for a football club. But last time out, we saw him make history and revel in the moment. Now the prospect of more goals from this highly gifted footballer who rarely fails to deliver on the pitch. Next on EA TV. Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. I'm Derek Ray and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And on the menu today, clubs match action for you to enjoy. Stuart, your expectations?
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
He's foiled them on his own. Moving forward effectively. And the ball's gone.
C.
Madanovsky. Well, he always has to be regarded as a dangerous opponent, so what should we expect to see from him in this game, Stuart?
Well, the game plan of the coach is to get the ball into the front players as quickly as possible. He is the player to do it. He's brilliant with his back to goal. He'll link up the play, and he's key to the way they play the game.
Well, found wanting in the throw-in department there. Jurgensen. He'll take it away. He won the ball. Chance to play it in. To jump in front. And there's a quality defender in action. Cross towards that far post. No-nonsense clearance.
C.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, the keeper made that look relatively easy. In truth, it wasn't. Hayes. In position, but pressure to cope with. And Arnold has it. Oh, good vision there. Read it well. Takahashi. Now relying very much on their passing game in a bid to take the lead. Can he put them in front? Terrific piece of anticipation. Arnold. Played into the box. And the danger's still on.
C.
Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Demir. Jurgensen. Takahashi. Bulut. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. It is to be a throw-in.
E.
Jurgensen, promising attack this. Keeping it moving dynamically. Crucial piece of defending. A good and fair challenge.
B.
Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Not looking all that comfortable on the ball. Well, moving the ball forward, they might be in business. Great block. Cross could be useful. Looked to me like a good cross, but fine goalkeeping. Well, no danger now. There to take it away. Looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead, making sure nothing untoward happened.
Well, this has to get better because as those stats confirm, the attacking play from both sides just hasn't been good enough. It's all been a little bit too cautious so far.
And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate.
よく決めた。
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Madanovsky. And there it is, the half-time whistle.
Nice.
So back underway here into the second half. Well, high marks for that pass. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Is it going to be? And it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be! Excellent refereeing. Advantage in operation. A deft clearance.
GM.
Takahashi. Hayes. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Brilliantly blocked. Effective piece of pressing. It's with Araujo. Well, potential danger. And a good take under duress there.
C.
Can they create something from here? Could go ahead! Textbook defending inside the box. The defensive intervention there. Oh, nice ball over the top. So half an hour remaining. Demir. Jurgensen. Well, they couldn't keep hold of it. Can they forge ahead? And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. A no-nonsense defensive clearance. And the defenders know they need to get tighter. Takahashi. Jurgensen. Not smooth in possession. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Might jump in front. Oh, that is an outrageously good stop.
Well, great reflexes from the keeper. He did brilliantly there.
Playing it in. Managed to get it out of there. Not giving him a moment's peace. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game.
The blue card registration BG04DOM, please return to your vehicle. Your lights are on.
Bulut. Few. Could cross it in here. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. And played short. Danger still on. Well, nothing comes of it. Is it going to end up being productive for them? And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
Ogawa. What a magnificent pass. Oh, a fine block. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Pew. Might be able to produce from this position. Good technique displayed. Could be! And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front. Madanovsky. Demir. Takahashi. What to like about that pass. And crossed in there. Clattered away. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. How can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Yes, Derek. Well, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end. A great result.
皆さんナイスプレー。参加者募集中。
Mission accomplished when last we saw this gifted player. When you enter the history books, it's a moment to drink in. And as officially speaking, the club's all-time leading scorer now, every reason to expect more attacking excellence today. Complete coverage is on the way right here on EA TV. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And it's going to be fascinating to see how these two sides fare as they come up against each other. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Pew. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here, and still an opportunity. And back with Kim. And a tidy ball. And Kim with it. Mastery of the passing game. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him, Stuart?
Well, he's a good all-round player. When he's closing the ball down, he does it at pace. When he's linking up the play, he's good at that. But his real attribute and his threat is when he runs in behind defenders. That's when he's at his most dangerous.
Well-timed tackle. Now Miranda. And the referee allowing the game to flow, using advantage. Araujo. Untidy on the ball. Well, that looked to be quite dangerous, but just a fraction off. Well, he's beaten his opponent. And a throw coming up after that authoritative challenge. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Moving forward effectively. Now can he get on the end of this one? Real defensive resilience. Great block again. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Good distribution. And the pass deftly cut out. Shin. Working so hard to win back possession. And nicely over the top. Can he put them ahead? Danger averted.
C.
A very timely interception. Araujo. This looks promising. Well, using the space really well, you've got to say. Easy meat for the goalkeeper.
B.
Well, there we have it. This has been a really poor game so far. The players need to pick up the tempo and be a lot braver with their passing and their movement. This can only get better.
Might be a chance here. Crossing opportunity. Just not looking confident in possession. Throw-ins given. Promising move. Pulls it back. Oh, that is a superb save. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
Nice.相手は532。スタッツ的には不利。
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be
攻撃面では不
fascinating
利
to
かも。
see what developments occur in the second half. Oh, great vision. No, high quality defending. And a no-nonsense clearance. Well, credit to her for the challenge, and a throw-in conceded. Untidy on the ball. Strong play here. Wagner. Being pressed and pressed high. Now with Rooney. Possession one. They're just not properly looking after the ball. Bulut. Released it nicely. A really good pass. Nicely cut out. Well, it's a decent looking attack, this. And Kim with it. Good tackle, take it away. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
よく決めた。中です。
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
And Pior with it. It's with Duarte. Rooney. Promising attack this. And putting his body on the line. Oh, chance taken. There is opportunism for you. But a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, I have to say the keeper's done really well on the first shot, as you can see, but it's gone straight to an opponent and nothing she can do about the second strike.
Pugh. And Arnold has it. And an astute piece of defending. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Now with Rooney. Well, the attack peters out, and that means it's goalkeeper's ball. 20 minutes to go in this one. That's a good-looking ball. Well-timed tackle. And you need your defender to take charge. Rooney. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
Well, these fans are pushing their team on here. They sense a winner's coming.
Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising.
C.
It's with Araujo. Ogawa. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Can they nudge in front late on here? A fine reading of the situation.
Well, the fans are making so much noise here. They believe the winner's coming, but it needs a moment of inspiration for one of those players out on the pitch. What a finale we've got.
And possession lost, intercepted. Duarte. Good distribution. Can he put them in front? No is the answer to the question, and that could be so important at this stage.
Well, will they get another chance? That would surely have won the game for them.
Cleared away. And the pass, a good one. The cross is on. Might really be able to trouble them here. And now having a go. Oh, good work by the keeper. Well, the teams are level, and every corner counts at this juncture. Oh, really good header, but the goalkeeper there to cover up. No-nonsense clearance.
B.
And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. That's a very fine piece of tackling. So much focus within the team, and completely focused on winning the game now. And that is going to be all for this game. Well, we were treated to goals, but no winners in the end. Stuart, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, it was certainly entertaining.
惜しい。ナイス。私は終わります。あざました。はい、またお願いします。
Mission accomplished when last we saw this gifted player. When you enter the history books, it's a moment to drink in. And as officially speaking, the club's all-time leading scorer now, every reason to expect more attacking excellence today. The action is live on EA TV. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you match commentary, and alongside me is Stuart Robson. And delighted to be bringing you clubs match action. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Must score! Oh, timely challenge, but it might still be on. That's not a bad ball. And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game. A decisive clearance it was. Ogawa. That's a good-looking ball. And the keeper to deal with it. Playing it in and making sure it wasn't problematic. This looks more than decent. A cross lacking guile and accuracy. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Sheliga. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Defenders, Derek, hate playing against players with pace. And
chance maybe. Well cleared away. And the danger's still on. Pugh. Showing a real will to win the ball. Bulut. Nice looking pass. No, high quality defending. And there's the feed into the box. Oh, magnificent save!
well, he's just pulled off a great save there. What reaction from the goalkeeper that was.
He's driven in the corner. And that wasn't a bad header at all. Couldn't quite get over the ball. Kaye. Coffee. And a decent delivery. And really it had to be further away from the keeper. And a fine tackle. Spot on with that tackle. And they do like to press whenever they can. Getting in there to intercept. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Oh, thwarted there, and what a piece of defending we've just witnessed. Oh, breezing past him, able to close down the shot. Couldn't keep the ball.
B.
Ogawa. And that's really well read. Well, following the clearance, it will be a corner.
Well, they won't get too many opportunities today, so
GM.
they have to capitalise from set pieces like this.
And he could be in proper trouble here. Well, let's see about the cross. Oh, tremendous header that time, but the goalkeeper was there.
Well, can they draw level here? The crowd certainly think so.
Now sending it in. Did well to clear it away. It might be on for them. Oh, lovely ball. And that's a very good parry. Nearly at the break then, and the visitors have eaten. And it's a really poor challenge. Now, what's the referee going to do about it? Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
Well, no debate over that one. It's a yellow card all day long.
And cutting it out. Trying to really get at the opposition here. Oliveira. Sheliga. And a good-looking ball. Just the clearance that was called for. And possession lost, intercepted.
Well, the hosts have completely bossed the game in the last 15 minutes, and up to a point they've looked threatening, but they need to be more clinical if they are to get this equaliser.
Yes, really going so well for them, and who knows, they might be able to craft another opportunity. Big chance to get them on terms. And they've done it to square the game once again. Exhilarating. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
GM ナイス影で見づらい W相手は433トップ下。
So back underway here into the second half. Good
み
weight
んなう
on
まい
that
です
pass.
ね。
Clears it away. Ogawa. Well, showing everyone her abilities in possession. Can he do it to take the lead? And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
中です。
Well, let's look at this
うます
again.
ぎる
He's done
W
superbly well to pick out a teammate here, and it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
完璧 W
Beautiful pass. Good run, very much in control of the situation. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Rice with it. And defensive play to be applauded. Could be dangerous. Targets available, cross comes in. But it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. And given away. It's with Araujo. Bulut. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. 30 minutes to go then. That's a good-looking ball. An important interception. Oh, good-looking run. Timely intervention. Giving the ball away.
Sports car, that's a red sports car. Parked outside main reception.
Bulut.
Please return to your vehicle.
Running with the ball confidently. Opportunity. Ball is loose. Well, he took care of it defensively.
C.
Well, the players should be inspired by this. The crowd have really got behind them today.
That was going in. One goal down, but now a corner kick. Just cleared away in the nick of time. Well, possession ceded. Real chance. And just like that, the break has stopped. Really top quality defending. Kaye. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in.
Mista. C.
A quarter of an hour remaining here. Regained possession. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Well, disappointing end to the move. Pew. Araujo. And that's great work to make sure it didn't go over the line. And a timely intervention. Now delivering that deep cross. Oh, a goal! That levels it in the closing phase of this game. And passing it well. A real opening now. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, here it is again, and you have to say, this is a very good volley. His technique is absolutely perfect.
An inability to keep hold of the ball there. There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Rice with it. How can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? Closing down well. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. It is to be a throw-in.
B.
Really good wide play. Happy to shoot. That is how to keep it out of the net. Really a very poor ball. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Yes, Derek. Well, it could have gone either way, couldn't it? It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end. A great result.
初見で集まって、このフォメで勝てるのが、本当に、みんなうまいと思う。 このクソ難しいフォメに対応できる時点で、ちゃんと普段から真面目に練習してるんだろうと思います。 参加者募集中。
It doesn't get much better than being able to call yourself the record scorer for a football club. But last time out, we saw him make history and revel in the moment. Now the prospect of more goals from this highly gifted footballer who rarely fails to deliver on the pitch. Stay with us, we'll have every kick of the ball for you live next on EA TV.
固まったかな。
Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And delighted to be bringing you clubs match action. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
抜けます。
Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to...
これで落ちます。ありがとうございました。はい、またお願いします。こんばんは、参加よろしいでしょうか。はい。ありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。固まったので、